Hello. Welcome to the channel. Today's thought experiment is, what if we knew the exact date we will die? How would you live if you knew the date of your death? Imagine this. On your 18th birthday, you receive a letter. Not from your parents or the government, but from existence itself. Inside the letter is a single sentence. You will die on October 18th, 2063. No cause, no warning signs, just a date. Would that be a gift or a curse? Right now, the uncertainty protects us. We drive on autopilot without calculating statistical mortality rates. We make long-term plans. We enthusiastically plot retirement. But if you knew the exact day your number is called, everything changes. Deadlines would stop being abstract. Procrastination would feel dangerous. And someday would disappear from your vocabulary. If death had a timestamp, some people would become hyper-focused. No more drifting careers. No more. We'll start a family when the time is right. Or I'll start writing that book next year. You would reverse engineer your life. If you had 14,284 days left, how many hours would you be willing to spend doom scrolling? Would you stay in a relationship that doesn't feel aligned? Would you work a job you hate for decades? Or would you calculate your time like currency? Because that's what it is. Time would stop feeling infinite and start feeling expensive. For some, the ticking time clock would be an anxiety spiral. Imagine knowing you have 2 years left. Every headache becomes ominous. Every cough has you huffing oxygen. Would you live more freely or become obsessed with the countdown? Research on mortality salience shows something interesting when people become aware of death. We don't necessarily become monks. We double down on our identities, our beliefs, our tribe, our egos. So maybe knowing the date would not make us wise, but rather louder, more alive. Let's zoom out to a society level. If everyone knew their death date, entire systems would collapse and rebuild. Would banks issue 30-year mortgages to someone with 12 years left? Would the military recruit someone with just 8 months remaining? Would insurance exist? The marriage vows, "Till death do us part," would not be poetic. It would be scheduled. Would you still marry that person if you knew they were going to leave you a single mother in the next 10 years? Would negotiations with love take place? And what about crime? If someone knows they are going to die tomorrow, would that inspire a criminal act? Or maybe knowing tomorrow is your last day would make you kinder, more forgiving, more honest. Right now, death is abstract. Knowing the date would make it tangible. It would turn life into a measurable arc. Would that remove the mystery, or make every sunrise sacred? The unknown forces us to gamble on hope. If death had a timestamp, hope would shift. The question would not be how long, but rather how well. We already have a date, we just don't know it. The uncertainty is the illusion. We are all living on borrowed time. So maybe the better question is not, what if we knew? It is, if we acted like we know, what would we change tomorrow? If your life ended in exactly 5 years, what conversations would you have? What risks would you take? What grudge would you drop? If nothing changes when you imagine the date, then you must be living right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, while we're still here.